My mom is a very talented person. 2 years ago, overcome 1 million in sales. And I think this year we will do more than 2 million. So the process of understanding the strategy of your growth is to, first of all, identify your markets. We are a family business, right? It was started by my family. I inherited Natkina. I know them since such a long time, and we only work with people who have respect for their employees and for their production. The biggest pride is my team.
Aujourd'hui, je vous emmène avec moi en immersion avec la CEO de la marque Natkina, qui n'est d'autre que Martina. Sans plus tarder, let's go!
Hi there,
Hello
how
Martina,
are you?
I'm fine, and you?
A coffee?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming.
It's a pleasure for me, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Welcome to Natkina.
Okay,
It's
good.
a jewelry brand established here in Switzerland in
Okay.
2011, and we
Yes.
do both diamonds and diamond imitations.
Okay,
So the idea is that you mix diamonds and gold with silver, like you mix Zara and Chanel.
Chaque grande aventure commence par un rêve. À l'origine de Natkina, il y a Natalia Nedovkina, une femme qui, malgré les défis de la vie, a su transformer une vision en réalité. Sa résilience et ses valeurs continuent d'inspirer ceux qui croisent son chemin. Et aujourd'hui, c'est sa fille Martina qui porte cet héritage.
My mom is a very talented person and she makes the most beautiful jewelry. But her biggest talent is empowering people and making them feel creative and as a team. Because you cannot build a jewelry team alone, you need your team. And she brings together designers, managers, optimizers, control of product quality. And my mom taught me that the most important is your team and the people who work for you. So we care about our people. We bring together the most talented designers, sales team, operations, quality control, producers, factories, and we work together to make this beautiful Natkina product. The most important moments are our move from Ukraine to Switzerland in 2011 when the brand was established. The second most important was in 2019 when we started diamond imitations and made diamonds and quality products accessible to everyone. We do diamond imitations in silver and make them look exactly like real, but we also continue my mom's legacy in doing real diamonds. And the idea is that you can mix real gold with diamonds, with silver and CZ, and really play with it, be creative, and be able to own any kind of jewelry you want. The most important value that my mom has given to me in this business is love, because we do everything with love for our clients, with love for the people who work for us, with love for this planet, for the product, for jewelry, for everything that's beautiful. We have a charity organization which supports right now 70 children from Ukraine who lost their parents at war, and we bring them to Switzerland or to Finland, and so a big part of our business is charity. And so love and giving back to your community, to your team, to your clients, and just doing everything with joy and with love at your heart.
Entre élégance suisse et luxe accessible, Natkina incarne une nouvelle vision de la joaillerie, portée par une mission: célébrer les femmes, inspirer la confiance et redéfinir ce qui signifie briller dans le monde moderne.
Design is my passion, and I want to create jewelry which lasts forever. I don't want people to overconsume and be buying a different product every month because that's the fashion. I want them to own something for a long time, to use it. So we use designs which are classics. We don't invent the bicycle, as I say. We take inspiration from museums, from big brands which do classic things. So for example, you know, necklaces like this, which you can wear with different things, with a t-shirt or with a dress or with a, you know, a casual outfit. And that in design, you have to have this multifunctionality and this timeless. The most important heritage of Switzerland for us is quality. So no matter which kind of price point you pay at Natkina, you will always get the best quality, because we're really proud of our Swiss heritage, and we are proud to show it, that when you buy at Natkina, your quality is the top of the top no matter what. So with the affordability of the jewelry, we think that even if it's affordable, it has to be up to the standards of Switzerland.
Et pourquoi c'est aussi important pour vous de célébrer et d'inspirer les femmes à travers vos créations?
It's very important for me to inspire women because I find women fascinating. They're so curious, they're so diverse, they're so active, they have so much energy. My team is 95% women, we have only 2 men. And the energy at the stand, whenever there is a lot of women selling, trying, I have clients who come and they're clients, but they see another client and they want to help her, they want to inspire her, they want to, give her advice. And I think women have this tendency of bringing a community together. So Natkina is not only about jewelry, it's a whole family. We say it's a family of our team, our clients are our family, and that's a very female role. So empowering women to do this, to feel like family for us, to feel free at our brand is so special.
Comment Natkina se démarque dans un marché aussi compétitif qui est celui de la joaillerie de luxe?
Natkina has a very unique competitive advantage, which is diamond imitations. Nobody makes diamond imitations as well as us. Even experts cannot tell apart. Some of my friends wear my jewelry and they go to famous brands, and in these famous brands, people don't understand that it's not real. And this is Natkina's uniqueness. They are the best diamond imitations in the world. They're extremely high quality and they will last forever.
Reprendre une marque à seulement 19 ans est une épreuve à la fois intimidante et exaltante. Mais les plus grands défis sont souvent les tremplins des plus grandes réussites. Martina, héritière et visionnaire, a su naviguer avec courage dans un univers compétitif.
Quels ont été les plus grands défis lors de la reprise de Natkina à seulement 19 ans?
There were many. I'm trying to think of the biggest. There were many. First of all, it's also, how do you say it? It's a blessing and it's a curse, because I was so young at 19. At one part, it was good because I was fearless. I thought, you know how you are when you're young. You have a lot of energy. You think you know everything, but the most important is that you're not afraid. So I was not afraid to make experiments, to change things, to say, okay, we're not doing this anymore, we're not doing diamonds, we're doing diamond imitations, we're closing the shop, we're opening Globus, and you're just so full of life. But at the same time, you're full of life, but not very full of knowledge and experience. So obviously I made a lot of mistakes, and some mistakes which are very expensive. But luckily I had my mother, who was very wise and supportive, and she allowed me to make these mistakes. She supported me in everything, maybe sometimes financially, but sometimes morally. And she empowered me just like I want to give this empowerment to my team now.
Comment avez-vous surmonté ces obstacles pour donner votre propre vision à la marque?
I think the way I overcame these obstacles was by knowing that I do my best, and I always do my best. All my team always does our best. We never take a shortcut. We are operators, we do 150%. And when you know that you have done the maximum, you're not afraid, you do not have regrets, you do not feel sorry, because you gave your all, and we continue to give our all. So the process of understanding the strategy of your growth is to, first of all, identify your markets, because you cannot grow all around the world. And right now we have 3 markets that we are focusing on, which is Middle East, the Gulf, so including Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. Number 2 is United States, and number 2 is the UK. And the reason why we participate in Paris Fashion Week is because we have to understand which fashion week do our buyers go to. And our buyers go to Paris.
Okay.
They don't go to, I mean, they maybe go to London and Milan, but Paris is where the business happens.
Yes. Paris.
So you need to know that, and you need to adapt your strategy, your marketing communication, and everything you do every day to the markets where you want to go.
Et pouvez-vous partager des chiffres clés ou des objectifs financiers pour inspirer les jeunes entrepreneurs, par exemple l'évolution et des revenus ou expansion?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not an overnight success, and I want people and young entrepreneurs to understand that things that look like an overnight success on Instagram are not that. There was a lot of work done before many years, and that's very important in our days where people want this instant gratification. They think that they will, be famous tomorrow. Spend some time. That's number one. We took 10 years. Natkina took 10 years to become what we are now. But since 3 years, we're the number one sales, number one jewelry brand in terms of sales in whole of Globus, which is amazing. We sell much more than any other brand. We have 2 years ago overcome 1 million in sales, and I think this year we will do more than 2 million.
Oh, good.
Which is huge for a young brand like us, and we're just 10 people.
Yeah.
So it's a great success of the team.
Au cœur de Natkina, il y a un engagement, allié luxe et éthique. Chaque pièce raconte une histoire de durabilité et d'accessibilité. Redéfinissons les standards de la joaillerie moderne.
We are a family business, right? It was started by my family, and even our factories are also family businesses.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, I would go to the factories with my parents, and I was just, a kid, but I would meet the parents of the people who I work with now. So their kids inherited the factory, like I inherited Natkina. And I know them since such a long time, and we only work with people who have respect for their employees and for their production. We don't source new suppliers. We produce with somebody we worked for 30 years who shares our values.
Pourquoi est-il essentiel d'allier luxe et accessibilité aujourd'hui?
I think it's important to mix luxury and accessibility because people just have different values. Before you would buy gold and expensive stones and expensive bags. Now people want to spend money on developing themselves, on traveling, on exploring the world, on educating, on taking courses, learning new skills. So the values is not in buying diamonds anymore as much. Still, but not as much. But they still want to look nice, which is why Natkina is great because you can, spend 100 francs, 300 francs and look like $1 million.
Derrière chaque succès se cache une source d'inspiration. Martina, en tant que CEO de Natkina, souhaite partager son parcours et encourager les femmes du monde entier à croire en elles-mêmes et en leurs rêves.
Quels conseils donnerez-vous aux jeunes, en particulier aux femmes qui rêvent de se lancer dans l'entrepreneuriat de luxe?
So, I think very important in the luxury business is that even if it's luxury, you need to solve a problem. Every business needs to solve a problem. And you might think it's hard with jewelry. How do you solve a problem with jewelry? But our problem that we solve for our client is that they can look very expensive by not spending so much money. They can travel with this jewelry and they can really have fun with it. Don't just focus on design, that, my design is better than another. What does it bring to a client? How does it change his life? And then you will be successful.
Comment gérez-vous le stress et l'équilibre entre vie personnelle et professionnelle dans un domaine aussi exigeant?
Being an entrepreneur gives you a lot of freedom, and this is the great part of it. Yes, you need to work a lot. Your life-work balance is not always, equal, but you can choose when you need to take some time for yourself. So I do a lot of yoga, I do a lot of sport. So sport really helps me.
Yeah.
And as much as you might have heard what this before, but do what you love. And if you do what you love and what you enjoy, then working a lot doesn't feel like work because you love it.
Et quelle est votre plus grande fierté en tant que CEO de Natkina?
My biggest, how do you say it? My biggest pride is people like Natalia, for example. Come, Natalia, this is one of my sales. This is Natalia, she works here in Globus. This is Roman, for example, who just Может вырежем, привет. They asked me what is my biggest pride.
Yeah.
And my biggest pride is my team. Thank you. Ну все, молодцы. Как вы вовремя пришли, привет. The entrepreneurs, they believe in something. You need to believe in this big dream, a big picture. You need to have big plans. And I think for men it's actually easier than for women because men think big. So when you have a big idea and a big strategy and plan, then you're confident doing the small steps. And that's important. This is Kim Kardashian's ring, the one that was given to her by Kanye West. And then we have Princess Grace Kelly from Monaco, after who it was called the Kelly bag. So it was, given to her by Prince Rainier, and it's a very beautiful love story, and I think it's the most beautiful ring in the world. So I hope my boyfriend is watching it, and when he wants to propose to me, he will make me this ring. We have Ariana Grande's ring with a pearl from her grandmother.